Brexit news, another Eurozone bank pilloried for money laundering. Furious MEPs are calling on Eurozone officials to take stronger action after yet another money laundering scandal at an Eastern European bank and have branded the long-running issue an embarrassment. Estonia's Versobank became the latest bank to have its license withdrawn by European Central Bank, ECB, because of serious breaches of EU anti-money laundering rules. It follows similar breaches at Latvia's ABLV Bank, which was closed after allegations of money laundering following warnings by U.S. financial authorities. Malta's latest bank and Estonia's Danske Bank have also faced sanctions over money laundering. MEPs said the ECB had to get tough on banks that broke the rules and consider taking monitoring and enforcement responsibilities away from the member states and the EU Commission. Van Giegold, financial and economic policy spokesman of the Greens, a FA group in the European Parliament, said, "We have to protect the reputation of the banking union and finally clean up with money laundering across Europe." The ECB can no longer hide behind national anti-money laundering supervisors. The business models of all banks in the Eurozone must be systematically checked for risks stemming from financial crime. The ECB already has the competence to do so. We are asking the ECB to draw up an action plan against financial crime fully exploiting its legal competences. The EU Commission must check whether the anti-money laundering authorities of the member states have fulfilled their obligation to prevent money laundering and, where necessary, initiate infringement proceedings. He continued, "It has never been a secret that Malta, Cyprus and Baltic states have massive problems with money laundering. Finally, the Commission has to act. It is unacceptable that the ECB depends on the decision of national anti-money laundering authorities to close a bank. It is equally embarrassing that the United States must act as Europe's par default money laundering supervisor. In a banking union, we need the competence to monitor and enforce European anti-money laundering rules at EU level." The ECB withdrew Versobank's license after a request from the Estonian financial watchdog. The action was taken as the Baltic states' leaders prepare for a summit with U.S. President Donald Trump in Washington next week, where they will be keen to showcase efforts to stamp out money laundering, a key concern for Washington and the region. Latvia said it was taking measures to restore confidence in its financial institutions after the ABLV scandal, including banning shell companies often used in money laundering scams. ECB's top banking supervisor Daniel Mee has described the issues at ABLV and Pilatus Bank as embarrassing and called for new EU legislation.